Hey awesome readers, welcome back to my channel. We are back on my old baby account yet again. This is the free-to-play edition while we're still waiting on the revival path to kick in for my main account. If you missed the last video, we pulled Mausoleum Mage and Longbeard for my first legendary champion that has been summoned on this account. What's really awesome is that I have gotten Longbeard on my main account. However, since that account is like so flooded with many different champions and I got tunnel visioned on all of these different fusions, I actually never got to build out Longbeard and use him out, even though everybody says that this guy is absolutely wonderful when it comes to ally attack, especially in Fire Knight bringing down that shield. At first glance, looking at the ratings in game, it looks awful, absolutely horrendous. Personally, I only ever put any bit of my own faith into Longbeard because of you guys in the YouTube comment section. And of course, I did a little bit more research, reading up some guides as well after that, seeing what I should really throw on him for now. If you're looking for a fun, fresh start in Raid Shadow Legends or a completely new player, consider downloading Raid with my link for a really strong start. With my link, you'll start out with Corrado, Ugo, Fane, and Vergus, plus whatever legendary champion you end up wanting to use with a promo code exclusive for new accounts. Here's a quick guide on how to do that. First, if you're on mobile, uninstall Raid Shadow Legends. If you're on PC playing on the Plarium Play, just log out of your account. Click on my download link for Raid Shadow Legends. Go through all the new user prompts on the Plarium site while using a new email and password. After reinstalling or logging into your new account, you can find Corrado in your inbox after the tutorial and the other 3 epic champions once you've hit those levels. Scroll down in my description for more promo codes. Look, I don't have the most fantastic gear on this baby free-to-play account, but we did what we could. I got some accuracy on him, that way he can hit his weaken debuff, as well as getting him nearly 100% crit rate. It's almost there, gosh darn it, I tried my best. Getting some defense, some HP where we can as well. Look at this one, beautiful. Legendary Savage Shield went 3 rolls into defense. I mean, hey, speed would be wonderful, but I'm just really glad that it got 3 rolls into defense as well as accuracy, just what I needed for Longbeard. I've also revamped my Frozen Banshee a tad bit, getting her more accuracy. She had, I think, like 20 accuracy. It was negligible. Sort of ran out of silver, revamping my gear and switching things around, although I did use the free gear removal out of the getting 3 artifacts from dungeons, which is so superb, man. I love that Plarium added this into the game. So once we get that sorted out, I'll pump up her other 4-star pieces up to 12, and that'll be it until we get better perception pieces or just better pieces in general. Trying to give her a bit more survivability, resistance, HP, defense. She doesn't have speed boots, unfortunately. She has HP boots. Super limited to what we have in terms of gear. Vergus, I have him on a lifesteal set as well as Supreme Gallic, since they're usually the duo that I've decided on bringing into campaign rather than running Supreme Gallic and Kale. They've been a wonderful, superb duo, power couple, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna test out a few different places on my new team. So this is what I was running before for clan bosses. Supreme Gallic, Kale, Frozen Banshee, Ursula, and Tagore. Definitely overkill with all the different debuffs, having both Kale and Frozen Banshee in the mix. So we are going to take out Kale as well as Ursula, keeping Tagore since he has the heals, speed buff for the team-wide thingy-mabobber. Throw in Vergus. My love for Vergus has definitely grown tremendously. He'll also throw in some more buffs on a targeted champion, as well as giving himself shields whenever he loses more than, I think, 10% of his max HP at a time. On top of that, he's got an ally protect, which will help us last a little bit longer. Last but not least, I want to throw in Longbeard in the mix. Really flippin' excited to test this out. Holy heck, I've been sleeping on Burgess, I've been sleeping on Longbeard, as well as Frozen Banshee. So hopefully this team will be able to do more damage than my last team. There really isn't any difference in terms of 60 quite yet, or more level 50s. I'm so behind in getting 60s, but man, after this, it's between Vergus and Frozen Banshee for my next 60. I feel like it would be a no-brainer if I did Frozen Banshee for more clan boss damage, but then Vergus if I wanted to progress in the campaign a little bit further in hopes of getting, you know, some rank 5 chickens or what is the sacred shards. I had a brain fart. There we go. I got it out. Words are hard. Man, the ally attack is absolutely awesome. We're getting that extra damage in. Now that I have more accuracy on Frozen Banshee, she's actually putting these debuffs on the boss instead of not doing anything at all. So before she had barely anything. So that alone, that change was a must need or a must have, as well as giving her a little bit more survivability. Look at that. Yeah, if we had Kale in here, the debuff bar would be a little risque. We're already at 6 and the max is 10. Obviously, I think I've seen this go up to 8 debuffs at a time too with this particular team. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it just showed 7 or 8 and then it just disappeared. So finally, I don't need both Frozen Banshee and Kale on the same team. It's so nice to see that her poison sensitivity debuff is hitting with the accuracy that I have. I don't have any accessories on Frozen Banshee, but most of these champions in the team fighting the Demon Lord at the moment in time don't have any accessories. I just haven't really done spider farming because that's just a huge bait. I'll wait until at least so that I could hit spider stage 10 consistently. And yeah, it would just be a lot smarter than otherwise. If I use a bunch of my energy now, it would be just a huge waste. At the moment, this account, I still have only basically used all of my energy on campaign runs, trying to get more food champions. I have still yet to farm up for gear. Although somebody mentioned in my YouTube comments pretty darn recently that whenever we find easy tournaments, definitely try to get first place or a higher place. That way we can win some 6-star, I think 5 or 6-star relentless pieces. I'm wondering if it's like a specific type of tournament, like some sort of content that we have to do, or is it all of them? Like I've never really paid that much attention. Look at this. We're on boss turn count 16. We're already at 4.7 million damage just by switching around champions and gear pieces, making them live a little bit more, making them hit their debuffs a little bit more often. Boom! 5 million damage. We went from 3 million to 5 million just by switching things around. Again, I didn't get any more or like advancements in terms of star champions. This is all pretty much the same. Frozen Banshee pulling in 1.3 million damage. Supreme Gallic 3.3 mil. Virga's actually putting in work too. All of these champions don't have masteries. If anything, maybe they have the first 1 or 2 masteries. But for the most part, I don't have them on anything. Looking at this, I'm very tempted to make Frozen Banshee 60 next, but in my heart, I really want to make Fergus 60. For the campaign, that Sacred Shard is way more achievable than Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare Demon Lord anytime soon. Then in arenas, we're also switching it up a little teeny tiny bit. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna win against this, but this is the team that I'm planning to run now. Supreme Gallic as my main DPS dealer, Tagore as a reviver, speed manipulator, Vergus the same, ally buffs, more survivability, and Mr. Longbeard, I forgot his name for a second, for the ally attack and extra damage. Usually I use that so that way we can just nuke down a specific champion. So if they end up having a reviver on their team, I end up targeting them with the ally attack on Longbeard and just taking out the reviver. That way I just don't really have to deal with it, you know? I don't have the potential to nuke a reviver necessarily with just my 2 DPSers alone without like a straight up ally attack having everybody jump them basically. Still don't have a speed lead yet. The one that I am going to get eventually is obviously Haikatoon. I think I still have like a week or so on that before we can actually collect her. Even then, I don't know. I don't know who to replace. Do I take out Fergus? Do I take out Longbeard? Oh, it's tough. Well, actually, Tagore, huh? Maybe. We switch it around and put in Haikatoon instead of Tagore, and then Ursula instead of Fergus or something like that. That way I have an increase attack, decrease attack, revives, and the speed lead as well as turn meter reduction and the speed increase as well for the team. I'm pretty sure that's what a Haikatoon does. It gets all jumbled up in my noggin. Let's double check daily login rewards. Oh, hey, look, we actually only have 4 more days until I can collect her. So she's got the 19% speed, the 19% speed in all battles, increase for everybody on the team. And yeah, her A3 decreases turn meter. A2 fills the turn meter of everybody, as well as increasing speed buff on all allies. So yeah, I think that might make a little bit more sense, taking out Tagore for arenas or in arenas when I do get Haikatoon built up, obviously. Have her in the lead, Supreme Gallic, maybe Ursula. That way we can boost the damage of our damage dealers as well as decrease their attack and have a team-wide revive with some fortify and strengthen, something like that. Longbeard in the mix is a little meh. I don't know yet. I actually don't know. I mean, I like him in there so far. We've only tested a few runs with him. Something else that I wanted to test out is Dragon. I've only pushed to stage 11, and this one right here took us 74 turns. I am pretty darn curious if we can do it a little bit faster or better. Originally, we used Ursula, Tagore, Vergus, Kale, and Supreme Gallic. Now, I want to switch it up a little bit, and instead of Kale, bring in Frozen Banshee, keep Vergus in, I suppose. Take out Ursula and bring in Mr. Longbeard. I don't really know if we need Vergus here in the mix. Like, if anything, we could take out Vergus and maybe put in Kale as well for the wave clear. Because right now, my only AoE champion is Supreme Gallic. All right, 74 turns is what it took. Oh, I forgot to check what the time on it was. I did see that Frozen Banshee has a 5-star rating on the Hell Hades website for Dragon. So that's actually a huge surprise for me. I know she's not that great when it comes to wave clearing. So I just figured that she wouldn't be very great for these dungeon runs that have like a 3-round run where you have to deal with 2 rounds of ads. Ooh, we're already on round 20, just clearing the ads. Yeah, if anything, I probably want to try this without Vergus and then just throw in Kale for more damage. Don't have too many other options in terms of damage dealers that are built out right now. I mean, we do have Corrado, which we could throw in. He does have a buttload of AoE. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this in less than 30 turns. We got to the dragon on turn 40. Ooh, that ally attack was great. I honestly was expecting a lot more damage than that. We took him out of the purple health bar real fast, but he still spat on us. That's rude. Ooh, if anything, eventually I probably have to take out Fergus in the higher difficulties and bring in Mausoleum Mage. Curious if the decreased speed actually works on the dragon though, because I was thinking more so for the heals and the cleansing. We need the cleansing. I bet he's pretty decent for Spider too. Oh, barely faster. That wasn't too bad at all. We just shaved off 6 seconds on my run, but we shaved off like, oh, let me math, 8 turns. So it's okay, you know, better than nothing. Let's test out stage 12. And instead of Fergus, we're gonna bring in Kale for more wave clear. I'm just worried because all of the debuffs on the boss, if it's going to be a little bit too much, especially with the ally attack, but it's okay. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, wave clear is definitely a lot better with Kale. Too bad that he's also a poisoner. I need another wave clear champion that isn't a poisoner, which, Corrado. We can try this one run with Kale and then the next one with Corrado. My Kale just got deleted. What in the world just happened to him? We still have to go in here to revive though. It just sucks that we have to use her. Oh my god. Whoa, Frozen Banshee is actually about to die too. This isn't good. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Uh-oh. Well, we got to the boss on round 29. Although this is Void Affinity when the other one was Spirit. And Spirit has an advantage over Magic, right? Hold on. No, Spirit has an advantage over Force. Oh my gosh, I can't. So we did have an advantage on that one since a lot of our champions are Magic. Oh, Kale got brought back into the mix. Everybody looks great, but all the debuffs, the poisons and such are starting to hurt. So we are going to have to switch this around and bring in Mausoleum Mage for the mix. I'm not entirely convinced that Longbeard is the play here for Dragon. We might just take him out entirely and bring in Mausoleum Mage for the debuff clear, and then potentially Kale or Corrado for the third damage healer. So Supreme Gallic, Frozen Banshee, Tagore, Mausoleum Mage, and then between the two, either Kale or Corrado. At least we survived and we got to clear it. Tell me these are speed boots. No. There is a 2x event drop rate on regen set within the Fire Knight's dungeon. I just haven't pushed this at all whatsoever, and I don't really feel like it right now. To be brutally honest, that is a problem for another time. Ooh, what we could do today is just chop down the Void Keep. Jeez. I can't. Words are so freaking hard. That way we can get our Supreme Gallic to 6-star Ascended. Although I don't even have accessories for him. That is so sad. Well, there goes my motivation for that. At the end of the day, I'm very, very happy about Longbeard or with Longbeard. And this is one of the prime examples where the in-game ratings aren't necessarily accurate. For those of you who are newbies out there, don't 100% rely on the in-game ratings. Do some more research to test it out yourself. However, it is expensive in terms of resources just to build things up and test it around. But hey, you know, that's the part of Hero Collector games that I enjoy the most. Well, right below summoning. Every time I look at Longbeard, I can't help but think either Torrens from WoW, and I'm expecting Longbeard to just start healing because he's a druid, Or Alistar from League of Legends, and he's just ringing a cowbell saying you can't milk those. You know, I had to play around with my favorite champions on this free-to-play account. Drop that heart on Longbeard, Frozen Banshee, Tagore, Vergus, and Supreme Gallic. I've had Vergus on other accounts, just never really used him yet. And hands down, Vergus has moved way up there in terms of one of my favorite champions, as well as Longbeard. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, as that'll help me out a ton and push me out there in the YouTube algorithm. Consider downloading Raid Shadow Legends with my link down below, whether you're a new player or an existing player looking to have fun on an alt account. With my link alone, you'll get 4 champions: Corrado after the tutorial, Ugo at level 10, Fane at level 20, and Vergus at level 30. This will also give you an opportunity to use a legendary promo code exclusively for new accounts. Unfortunately, Supreme 6 is unavailable at the moment, but I'm pretty sure Demonslayer still is if you're interested in Tholin, as well as Alice and Wukong. I'll leave those codes down below in the description. Thanks so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!